I would like to take a few names for you. That's Puneet M, Hardik Shetty, Neha Maurya, Diwakar B, and Salman Shakil, Ashish Verma. These are few names, if you would remember.
Able to recall these names, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, great. So I would like to tell you, they've been placed at companies like Accenture, Square Yards, HDFC
Great.
Bank, big names.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to get in such companies, and you
Correct.
have helped them to get their dream jobs.
There is a very thin line between what you read before a job and what you do after a job.
Right, true, very true.
You don't know what a job description will tell you and what actually you'll be doing, right? I guess out of all the aspirants, only 2-3 people had good resumes to present, and others did not have good resumes that time when they were interacting with me, right? And the only problem that they don't understand is that resume is your face, right? Every company is going to get 1,000+ applications, and they don't know you, what kind of person you are, how you talk, what your body language is. Nobody knows, right? So resume is your first face, and it has to be presentable because it's your face, right? You can't go with an unprofessional or probably a very haywire resume, because HRs are not concerned about what kind of skills you have. HRs are more concerned about where you're coming from, right? And your resume should reflect everything. It's your story, right? You have to put your story right there. There is no specific format for that. There is no specific language for that. You have to present it in your own way. It can be as creative as possible. It can be as simple and boring as possible, but it doesn't matter unless you are speaking your story right. Correct. And the thing with major companies is the first level of scrutiny happens at a software level, where an AI engine is basically scrutinizing your resume, right? And what they are doing is they are mapping your resume with the job description to basically see if there is a 30-40% match, then this resume can go further. सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम तो यही थी कि वो रोज ऐसे बोलते थे एस्पिरेंट्स कि जॉब चाहिए जॉब चाहिए जॉब चाहिए. Either you ladder up in the same domain expertise, that let's say if I'm doing investment banking as of now and I'm doing in European markets, so I'll ladder up. I'll probably move to London. I'll do some front end jobs, right? I'll be dealing with clients. I'll be structuring their finance hand to hand, and that's how you ladder up in a particular domain, in finance especially. Similarly, in venture capital, the exit options can be opening your own fund, probably getting into some family office, starting your own startup, getting into some strategy roles in some startup. So that's how you grow in your own domain in these industries especially. So you start with analyst, you understand the whole background of it, then you move towards the foreground, and then you are the leader. There'll always be vacancies, and there'll always be new companies building new things every day, right from MNCs to startups to smaller companies to traditional companies, right? Everybody has vacancies. The only problem is our skill set is not good. Anybody's, right? There are 20 lakh engineers every year coming out of college. There are so many commerce graduates, art graduates coming out of college every year, right? Just because they don't have the right skill set, they're not able to prove themselves in the interviews, and that's why unemployment exists. If I talk just about startups, there are more than 50,000 startups in the country right now. And on an average, if I take 10 vacancies per company, there are 5 lakh jobs. So saying that there are no vacancies, that's a problem. There are vacancies. If you open your LinkedIn and if you go to the jobs portal, you will see jobs. Just because your skill set does not match it, because you haven't learned some things, that's a problem. The kind of companies these MNCs are, they're coming to India every year. We are specializing as a country to give more space and room for these companies to enter. Company like Tesla wants to open their facility in India. So of course they'll be generating jobs, right? A company which is getting funded at 800 crores, that will definitely, if somebody is raising money, that's a simple thing that they're going to open a new vertical or probably increase the jobs. Mentorship is important because these guys who are mentors or experts, they have some kind of experience to share. So these mentors or guides or experts, they're going to tell you about their experiences and what kind of jobs they do, right? In college, we look up to our seniors because they will tell their experiences so that we can survive college. Similarly, if you are out of college, you need some seniors in your life who can guide you and probably tell you what not to do. I think for everybody who has some experience and he or she can share some experience with the people who are next in line, right? It's a line, it's a queue. Somebody is going to come after you and take the legacy forward in a job or a business, whatever you do, right? And you cannot do things alone. You can never do things alone, right? Even if there is a company and has a single founder, that person has a team of 10 key management people who are leading 100 more people, right? And for that you need right kind of set, and these are the people who are next in line, who are going to define you and your legacy and your company.
Right.
So giving out your experience is basically benefiting you in the end.